Crawford's got to make contact with him. All he does instead is he drops his hands. He ends up looking.
All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up when it's half time, she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy making London money, spend most of my life on the M6. Yeah, get rich or die trying, no let. Been out here for like 8 years, come from Volkswagen to Bentley's, little. What's your run up cash, double back, baby, show me what your mama made and made that. Yeah, made that. You got such a pretty face, but I want. Tell her I'm ready, the check coming heavy. I bought them made busy, no, this ain't a Chevy. The king of my city, can't nobody check me. They know where I'm at if they coming to get me. I've been in the pocket like keys in a wallet. If you think you got it, then pull up and bet me. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You talk about this Lions defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
We had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what was fun to me was hear him say, I like what we did, but we need more pressure on the quarterback this week. What he wouldn't tell us, though, was how he's going to create it. Is it going to be just the front 4? Is it going to be 3? Is he going to bring linebacker, secondary? This will be fun to check out.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Play action. Now Williams. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Bears at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Williams. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
To throw, Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. This now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Williams. That's complete. Luther Burden. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
On 4th down, here's Williams. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. On play action, here's Williams. And he's got it. Touchdown. Austin Loveland, his first touchdown of the new season. A long opening drive and a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. To the air, Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Tight, 19 tight.
They go play action here on 1st down. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
He's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Cup 19, Cup 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that time. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Williams. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Working out of the gun, Williams. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Deron Payne. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Looking to throw. Williams. And the pressure gets to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Williams to return. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Ready, go.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And back to the 30. It'll be second down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Come on, come on. Hey.
2nd and 6. Right side to Williams. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
19, Charger, 9, Panther 11, Panther 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Ready up. Let's go. Viking 18.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Christian McCaffrey, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets a made. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
From the gun, here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Bears.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Back to throw again. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
What is it?
Throwing again here, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
What is up?
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And this one too low.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it is caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 14.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another Bears first down.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
A gain of 46 yards on the play. First down, Lions.
Okay, ready?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Ready?
They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Quentin Johnston. as the first half is winding down. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot before break. Williams. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. In the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third and 4.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Let's go now.
They'll set up to throw. He's got this complete to Williams. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it?
Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. To throw, Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. Pass complete to Loveland. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Open man down the field. That's Burden.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Return for a Lions touchdown. everything might turn around for this offense in the second half. I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do we play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
First and 10 at the 37.
To throw, it's Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this will be a Bears first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
That's good for the Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard
line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense. But, yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
The Bears. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Williams looking to do it himself. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of the 1st down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go. Here's Williams. Throw right side, taken in by Adunze. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Here comes third and the length of the football.
Check, hurt, go. Ready,
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Bronco 80. Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the